Hey all, Rise here from SE2GG.com and another English commentary for your delight. This match is going to be between Pro League teams Lake Half Oz and STX Seoul. And the players in this match in particular is Anytime versus Cal. And this is a PvP match. And they are in the 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock position. 7 o'clock is Cal. There you see Cal right there. STX player, and again he's playing against Red Protoss, who is Anytime, and there's Anytime right there. So should be a fun match, PvP match, and it looks like some technical difficulties or something for Anytime. I don't know why he's pausing it, but he's going to call someone over. I'm actually just going to pause this and skip ahead because I don't know how long this is going to be. So see you in a minute. Alright, it looks like we're back in business. That was actually like 5 minutes of technical difficulties they were having, and they made an announcement saying blah 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 blah. At least that's what it sounded like to me because I don't speak Korean. And now we're back in the match. So I should mention that they are playing on Colleseum, which is a newer map that I don't know too much about, but I will know plenty about it by the end of this match, I'm sure. So that'll make it interesting to commentate, though, because this way I don't have to expect a particular strategy or whatever based off of the map, which is very common, especially in maps like Katrina or whatever. So let's see what they go. So far, just a pylon. Quick shout out to Iruian, because Iruian gave me the great idea of making a Firebat Hero t-shirt. That's right, Firebat Hero t-shirt. And I think that's a great idea. So I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to put like a picture of his face on it, and maybe I'll put Du Hast on it, which means... Oh, no, that wouldn't work. Du Hast Mesh, because that means you hate me. If you watch the Firebat Hero tribute, you may already know that. Anyway, ooh, that was cool. There's a little hut over there with the lights turning on and off. I don't know what he's doing in the Colosseum. Doesn't he know there's war going on here? And here we see some neutral Sunkens, but kind of funny because there's not much place for the creep to go. So you probably have enough to build a creep colony or two, but a little odd nonetheless. I can't imagine Zerg players ever using that. And it looks like they're just scouting each other out real quick. That is the most ridiculous drawing of a girl I've ever seen in my life. It looks like a monster, not a little girl. That is ridiculous. These people are in love with Anytime, apparently. At least I think that was Anytime. Because surely they wouldn't be in love with Cal, because Cal's just not as cool. No offense to Cal, of course, if he happens to be watching my commentary and can speak English. Sorry, Cal. First Zealot seems to be out for Anytime, and same for Cal. And it looks like, I wonder if they're going to kill those stupid Sunkets or not. That's a good question. It's kind of pointless on a PvP because they're not going to do anything, but who knows? Maybe they help block. I don't know. But actually, because the creep is there, I guess that means that area is unbuildable. And oh, look at the Zealots passing each other. Cal's going to pull back so he can try to take out Anytime's Zealot before Anytime does any damage to the probe line, I'm sure. And, okay, so the Colosseum seems to have a Colosseum in the middle. That's pretty interesting. And 4 bases. Alright, I know what's going on now. Second Zealot coming out for Cal, who is going to send that over to Anytime's base to do some harassment, because Anytime is just going to take out some probes here if possible. So far he hasn't gotten any, and that is going to be an ineffective Zealot if he doesn't get any, which would be too bad, because that would be a waste of 100 minerals early on, and you don't want to waste minerals if you don't have to early on. And Anytime knows this, I'm sure. And Cal actually using his probes to tie up Anytime's Zealot a bit. Anytime taking out 1. Okay, so Anytime's got 1 down. But now that Zealot's down to probably 1 more shot before he dies, and that's going to be a little bit annoying for Anytime. Second gateway going down for Anytime. Cybernetics Core is down, and for both, Anytime's is down quicker, and Anytime is getting range already. Looks like Cal just a little bit slower for whatever reason, but Cal also trying to take out probes now, and it looks like, oh, not going to get one. Well, that was close. Oh, he does get one. Okay, so they're actually even on probe killage. But really, that doesn't really do that much this early. Maybe it does a little bit, but I don't think it'll be noticeable to the pros anyway. And these players, they're just moving their probes out of the way, so not that big of a hit to him. He lost 1 probe. Cal lost 1 probe. Even trade. Both lost a Zealot. Actually, no, sorry. Anytime didn't lose his Zealot, so I guess Anytime coming out a little ahead there. And I think he's got Dragoons quicker than Cal. Not enough to make a difference because of the distance that they have to travel before they can go attack the other player, but enough to say that he's a little ahead anyway. So Anytime, yeah, definitely a little bit ahead. Let's see if he decides to take a little bit of a technological advantage here. Looks like Anytime is going to take the resource advantage instead, and looks like he's going to be putting down an expansion perhaps sometime soon. And it looks like Cal's actually going to do the same thing. So some idle probes just hanging out waiting for 400 minerals. Alright, there goes the first expansion for Anytime, and let's see if Cal, Cal just a little bit behind. So that's kind of interesting to see the fact that they are a little bit behind like that. Very interesting. But again, not going to make a big difference because of the distance that you have to travel across the map. Although, if Cal were to attack Anytime, Anytime would surely be ahead of Cal when it came to unit count. So maybe if Anytime can somehow, I don't know, convince Cal to attack him first, bait him to attack him first. Oh, taking out the probe in one shot. That was pretty cool. All 4 goons hitting it at the same time. And it looks like Anytime is going to scout that expansion of Cal, so he's going to know that he's pretty much even, and he saw the unit, so he knows he's probably just a little bit ahead in the unit count too. And I'm wondering if Anytime is going to be able to capitalize on that somehow. Still, I'm wondering if either are going to go tech either DTs or High Templar or Reavers. I don't know if that second okay, it does have a gas. I didn't see it at first, but yeah, second expansion definitely does have a gas. So a lot of these maps are all funny now. One of the maps doesn't have a gas at the natural expansion, and just causes headaches. Actually, that natural expansion is kind of well protected because there's a ramp, but first you have to go through a choke to get to the ramp. So it's easy to defend both the expansion and the natural fairly easily. So that's pretty cool. Observatory going down for Cal, while a robotics facility is now going down for Anytime. He already has the observatory, again just seeming to be a little bit ahead of the tech compared to Cal. So Anytime, see, that's a scouting pylon right there, so this way with his reaction time he'll be able to move all of his probes if there was a Reaver or High Templar harass, based off of the amount of times that he's looking at the minimap, which is every few seconds. And Observer now coming out for Anytime. He may lose that Observer based on the time that I would expect the Observer of Cal to come out, which is probably any second now. And robotics facility, yeah, there's the other Observer. So Anytime in danger of having his Observer picked off. And here we see the first person. Yeah, he does actually get that Observer picked off, so that's a bit of a hassle. And here's the first person of Anytime. Anytime just macroing, and see, as he still keeps selecting all of his probes, it means that he doesn't quite have enough to macro to make use of the APM that he's capable of. So he keeps just keeping himself going by selecting the probes, whereas later in the game he won't do that anymore. He'll be so busy keeping his macro going for now is 4 gateways and soon to be 5, 6, 7, whatever, and the robotics facility and all that he won't actually have time to do that. So, but it keeps him warm in the meantime. So shuttle out now for Cal, and he got his shuttle before any Reavers, but that means Anytime is better prepared for a head-on attack at this point. Though it doesn't look like Cal is inclined to do any sort of head-on attack at this moment, or anytime soon for that matter. Second Reaver coming out for Anytime. So Anytime very heavy on the arsenal, but he needs the mobility of a shuttle to micro those Reavers. So hopefully he's got a shuttle coming out next. But again, he's definitely got the very well protected front, but he's going to be a lot slower on harassing. Anytime has a significantly larger army. He's definitely just way ahead in army count. And I think that's going to play into his favor very shortly. I'm sure that Cal is seeing this now, and he's going to have to turn up the pressure and turn up the heat a bit to try to come out. And actually, Cal's army looks to have evened up with Anytime's quite a bit now. And I think he's got a shuttle with Reavers in it, so there's a shuttle right there. I don't know if he's got 1 or 2 Reavers. I'm guessing only 1. But because he had the shuttle first. So, and he was slower on getting the tech, so he has to only have one if he has one at all. And oh, see, there's the scouting pylon right there. So he's going to see that shuttle, and there's the one reaver. Okay, so looks like the goons tried to snipe the shuttle, but unsuccessful. But with the goons on the ridge, it's not too big of a loss for Anytime. Anytime now does have his own shuttle as well. He lost a few goons in that, but he did a very good job of weakening up that shuttle, which, believe it or not, is more effective than you might think otherwise, because next